and welcome back to my pick a card channel, the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here with a pick a card reading for you. Thank you to my beautiful returning subscribers as always for your beautiful kind comments to me. I do get a chance to read them. I don't respond to all of them. I can't respond to all of them, but I do get a chance to read them. So thank you so much for all of your beautiful kind words of encouragement to not just myself but to other people as well in this community. And if you have stumbled across this channel for the very first time, we would love to have you join our family of soul subscribers here by subscribing to the channel, hitting your notification bell and your like button. It helps me to bring you guys more content, but I also offer a chance for my subscribers to win a free tarot reading as well. And all you have to do is drop your comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell, however, because that is how I will notify you if you're chosen the winner of the free reading. And I will give you clear indications on how to reach out to me via the comment section, using one of my links below. So be sure to not get scammed by anyone posing as the Tarot Cottage or tarot related content here on YouTube or on Instagram. I would hate to see anybody get scammed, so please protect yourself. I do not send unsolicited DMs, and this is my only YouTube channel. I only have one account over on Instagram as well, so be sure to protect yourself. But for today's pick a card topic, we are looking at a no contact situation. And are they going to reach out to you? Are they going to reach out to you soon? We're going to try to get you a time frame as well. What are their current thoughts and feelings about this connection? We do have three piles to choose from today. We're using the Sainte Morte Book of the Dead Tarot. We have pile number 1 with the pink flower and the 8 of Wands. We have pile number 2 with the yellow flower and the 2 of Cups. We have pile number 3 with the orange flower and the World. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today we're looking at a no contact situation. What are they currently feeling? Are they going to reach out to you soon? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the pink flower. We're also drawn to the 8 of Wands. This is your reading. Now, the 8 of Wands does speak about communication and fast-moving change as well. There's a growing pressure, I feel, to communicate. So you may be feeling this mounting pressure. They may be feeling the mounting pressure of expectation to communicate. And there's like a reality of the timing here. It's like maybe you're getting to the end of your tether. There's just this frustration that I feel like is mounting. I also feel like this really is speaking about a connection that you feel very attracted to. Like there's a really strong physical attraction here. And sometimes we can like get the physical attraction and the emotional attraction that we're feeling confused, or there's some emotional confusion. So let's take a look here first at current feelings, please, for pile number 1. What are they currently thinking in regards to pile 1 in this connection? Can we expect them to reach out and have further contact with pile number 1? We have the Fool presenting itself first. The 9 of Pentacles. Well, there's no shortage of attraction for you, pile 1. They do think that you're very well put together. It doesn't matter if you're the divine feminine or the divine masculine. They think that you're very, very physically attractive. You work on yourself. You could have even met them like at a gym situation or out in the world somewhere, because they just feel like you work on yourself. You work on your body. You take care of yourself. And this could even sort of extend to how you wear your hair, or if you wear makeup, for instance. Just like you know what you're doing. You stop traffic. They noticed you. And of course they did, because if you represent this 9 of Pentacles, it means you do distract people. We have the 9 of Wands. And yet, despite all of this attraction, here we have the 9 of Wands and somebody who's holding back in this moment. They do feel like there's a risk associated with leaping towards you in this moment. Like they are kind of maybe worried about how you're going to receive them, if there's been a lag in communication. We have the Lovers. And it's not even that they don't see the potential for this relationship, because there's a mutual feeling of attraction here. We have the 2 of Swords coming out with the Ace of Wands. Back of the deck is the Queen of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. Now, you could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have very strong emphasis on Gemini here today. They are super intimidated about reaching out to you at this point, because I feel like they're afraid you're going to chop their head off. And again, perhaps rightfully so. Maybe you've been waiting for too long. Maybe you're frustrated by that delay in the present moment. They are anticipating you being upset with them for taking too long to reach out. Or in the very least, it's like they're expecting you to mention it, or they're expecting you to have a chip on your shoulder in regards to waiting for them. We have the Knight of Pentacles. There's also this mounting fear inside of this person about having to prove themselves beyond this point, knowing that they've given you a poor impression of them. And I do feel like I don't feel like it's over for this person. I will put that out there at this point in the reading. It's not over for this person. They're still holding on to this attraction, but now they are sort of getting this bit of a chip on their own shoulder because they're anticipating that you're going to be upset with them for not reaching out or for not contacting you. So it's like they're preemptively getting their guard up in preparation for that. And I feel like they're procrastinating, if I'm honest. I do feel like they feel the mounting pressure of expectation here. And it's making them struggle. Two of Pentacles reversed. With a readiness, it's like I can't commit to the choice. I can't commit to the timing. I can't commit right now. And the truth is that you're commitment material, aren't you? Like, you are the best thing since sliced bread. So you are commitment material. But it's like the longer they procrastinate, the harder it is for them to reach out to you in this moment. Knight of Swords. And I also will say here too, I feel like they are jumping to conclusions in an already present defense that doesn't need to be there. Maybe you're not waiting to chop their head off. Maybe you're just really waiting for them to reach out so that you can see where this goes. So you can feel the attraction because you feel attracted to this person. And I think that they're almost denying your ability to maintain your calm or maintain your emotional field, because I feel like you're like a leader here. Like, there's something about your ability to step aside from your emotion that Spirit says is an asset to you. We have the Queen of Swords. Again, the Four of Cups and the Fool, and they have foolishly been ignoring the Queen of Swords. You've been feeling overlooked. So I feel like you have good reason to give them a piece of your mind a little bit, but that doesn't mean you're going to. Like, that doesn't mean that that's how you're going to project yourself. I feel like you're much more reserved. It's like if that would be their natural reaction, is to chop someone's head off because they didn't call or they didn't text. That's not you. You're more reserved. Your strength is in your composure. I feel like there's more grace and allowance with you than they realize. And here's that Fool again. Back of the deck is the Tower and the Queen of Wands. And, you know, there is a feeling and a fear coming from this person that they've created like a permanent opinion of themselves with you. Like, they've ruined a first impression. They've ruined a permanent opinion of themselves with you. They are feeling this growing, mounting fear that it's permanently over. But again, that's another reason for them to procrastinate. And I feel like you're also sometimes asking yourself, should I even expect anything more, or is it over with this person? And in some ways, that's your attempt of trying to guard your heart space from the disappointment. Because I feel like if they don't reach out, you're going to feel very disappointed by them. I'm going to use the Entanglement Oracle for you today, Pile 1, to see about their current thoughts and feelings. And I do have the link below for this deck for the discount code for shipping if you're interested in this deck. It says here, I wish that I could get you out of my head. But they can't. It just keeps ruminating. The pressure is mounting because the reality of the opportunity was there, and the reality of their attraction is also present. It says here, the color orange makes me think of you. Every time I see this card, I do think of that song, Something in the Orange Tells Me We're Not Done. And I don't see the death cycle here for this person. They're afraid that they've ruined their opinion of them for you, that you don't have a high opinion of them anymore. And they're kind of anticipating that they're going to have to prove themselves if they do choose to reach out. I am longing to hold you, especially in a physical way. This person has a huge attraction in the physical department for you, Pile 1. I just got this message about like the evil eye. It's like worrying that someone is like, has the evil eye towards me or is cursing me right now. I want to spoil you with gifts, but I haven't told you everything. And this could be the type of person that if they do reach out to you, pile one, they're going to try to distract you with maybe excuses, or they're the type that if they do something wrong, they show up with flowers, or they show up with something so that it almost softens the blow. Yeah, on the floor, pile one, we have, tell me how to make this right. The monkey wrench. It's like, I'm the monkey. I'm the one behaving foolishly in this moment. And we also have, I'm in awe of your enigmatic personality, and wondering if you could be like a missing piece for them. Even if they don't feel ready for commitment, you are commitment material. And this would be a shame to let this opportunity go to waste in this moment. Said you would fit in so perfectly in my life. And that's what they've been thinking during this period of disconnect. What are their current feelings, please, for pile number one? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I feel like they're trying to micromanage things. This card always gives me a sense of family issues being at a core of deficits for me. It's like perhaps they were raised in an environment where they didn't feel secure in their environment. So that affects their root chakra today. They also could come forward with excuses about responsibilities. We do have the Tower here. It's a secondary energy, so it's not the primary message that's coming through, but the Tower can represent upheaval within already present investments. So please take that as it resonates. We have here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and they are worth exploring. And ultimately, I feel like this person has presented for you a few red flags because of their inability to maintain the contact. And so in this moment, you may have the necessity to observe that energy, to observe the red flags, because you may need to use that observation in the future if this person chooses to reach out to you. And we will be checking in on that in a moment. How do they currently feel, please, in this disconnect, no contact situation? We have the Phoenix rising, new phase, rekindle. So they are considering changing their mind, transforming this connection, hoping that they can change your mind as well. The Phoenix rising. Wanting a new phase, wanting to make healthier choices in love and life. And you represent someone who has their life together in some way. Like you represent someone who has their life together. I'm hearing that song by Hosier, Too Sweet. You know, it's like you have your life together and they don't feel like they have their life together in the same way that you do. So it's like you're kind of out of their league. And that's another energy that they're allowing to replay over and over, like the cassette in their mind, to overthink, to bring in that insecurity, to almost fuel the hold of the anxiety and the fear that has a hold of them in this moment. Now let's take a look and ask Spirit here about the future. Are they going to reach out and contact pile number one? Will they reach out to pile number one? We have the Temperance. And we'll try to get a time frame for you as well. I am reading for the collective, so please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that do not resonate with you. Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Fool back of deck. They are going to reach out to you. They're going to take a shot in the dark and they're going to kind of propel themselves in a moment when they have a minute amount of confidence. It's like they're going to use that tiny little propellant to charge forward. Even though the Knight of Swords is charging forward, you can see the horse is like, are you sure you want to charge in like that? You're coming in hot. Maybe you're coming in with some excuses. They do recognize that this is an opportunity and they don't want to necessarily let it go to waste. I feel as though there's going to be a bit of a delay here because Temperance is asking you for some patience, but I see them taking that leap of faith. Even as your first position card, I always say that as a reader for me, and not for everyone, not everybody reads like me, but for me, my first position cards tells me a lot about the outcome. And we have this Fool, we have your Fool's back of deck. We also have some clarity coming in. Now the truth is that when they do step forward towards you, and I'll try to get a time frame in a moment, you still have some important decisions to make about what you've observed during this period of in-between. And so your guides are saying that they will reach out to you, and the Queen of Swords now has a choice to make about how she's going to react to that communication. You may feel, again, you may have your heart space a little bit bruised. You may be feeling a little bit insecure when they do reach out to you. So that could affect how you receive them. Can you tell me about timing, please, Spirit? What time can they expect for them to show up? I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. For someone as little as like 6 days. I just saw the Six of Wands. Like, I feel like it could be days even. That's not a collective message, but for someone watching, it could be 6 days. So if they reach out to you in 6 days, drop me a comment so that we know who we're talking to. We have the Hermit energy. I feel like they're already in the planning phase of reaching out to you, but they're taking these tiny little old man steps towards the actual act. It's like someone who's agreeing to jump off of a cliff, but they're like going at a snail's pace. But the plan is already in motion. They just seem to be grounding themselves. I feel like they're also watching your online activity right now too, to see, it's almost like they're trying to figure out or feel you out with the things that you've been posting. Yeah, they're watching you. Yeah, we do. I feel like they're going to be reaching out within this next 5 months. Within the next 5 months, pile one, I do expect that this person is going to be reaching out to you. At the extended time period, there could reach into the 10-month period, but I do feel like it's going to come in much sooner than that. They are going to reach out to you online first, and then they're going to try to feel out to see if there's further opportunity for them here. So Spirit says, again, there's like this time frame of 6 days. I've got a 5-month time frame. They also just showed me 3 months for someone. And because I'm reading for the collective, there's a lot of different energies flowing in, but your guides say that you can anticipate communication. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. The last thought this person had about contacting pile 1 in the bowl, please. Ooh, the Emperor is reversed. The Two of Pentacles reversed. We have that already here. The Fool being a major theme. They know it's risky. The last thought that they had here was about not being able to commit to that decision right now because they just weren't feeling in their power. They weren't feeling confident. And so that's their issue. That's like an ego issue that this person has. It's not that they aren't attracted, and it's not that they're not thirsty for you. They're just feeling really insecure in this moment. And that's making them delay. In the bowl today, we have the letter E. We have here the temptation of the siren of the mermaid, and I think about fear, sailors who are being lured to their death. She believed she could, so she did. The stethoscope, your heart space. We also have Taurus energy and the anchor, so stubborn energy coming through. We also have the rabbit of exploration and thirst. So the physical attraction that they have towards you is going to be enough of a momentum or inspiration to have them come forward. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you are chosen the winner, and be sure to check your old notifications in case I have notified you about a previous offering of a free reading. I am waiting to hear back from one of my most recent winners. You can also check out my link below for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and I do also update that shop daily. I do have links below for discount codes for the Entanglement Oracle and other links down there as well you might want to check out. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the yellow flower. You're also drawn to the Two of Cups, and this is your reading. The person on your mind in no contact, how are they currently feeling about you, and are they going to reach out to you soon? Now, the Two of Cups here is speaking about somebody who perhaps has a lot to express to you, or there's a lot on their mind in connection to you in the ways in which you've influenced them. But I also feel a lot of fear coming through with the yellow flower as well. So there's just fear perhaps to let you in on some of these thoughts in the ways in which you have literally touched them. You can see how she's reaching underneath the rib cage to touch the heart. And every time I see that, I think of Morticia Adams when she said that the heart is a wild animal. That's why we keep it behind a cage. So let's take a look here and see. Get that to stand up a little bit better. I'm going to use the Golden Girls Tarot for you today to begin, pile 2. So first we're going to start with this person's current feelings. What are they thinking about in no contact towards you, pile number 2? And then we're going to look to see if they are going to reach out to you and what time frame they have for us here. So what are their current feelings and thoughts towards pile number 2 in no contact at this time, please? The Two of Cups. Well, already Two of Cups out of the deck. They've really been thinking about what's been missing in their life, and they've really been thinking about relationships in general in connection to you. Now, my first position card is so important to me. This is a really good sign, but we'll see what comes forward here. We have the Ace of Cups. You know, they're giving me the sense of you being very kind, having a beautiful heart, just one of the sweetest people they've ever met. Like a sweetheart is what I'm hearing. They see you as like a very compassionate person, 5 of Swords. And they're also thinking and feeling like they're not being very fair to you in this moment. It's like you represent such a good thing, and yet they're in such deep conflict. And they're saying, like, they're even saying, it's not you, it's me. Like, it's not you at all, it's me. Page of Cups. Like, they realize, I feel like they're only hurting themselves in this moment by holding themselves back, and yet it feels like old habits die hard. It's like, when I'm scared, this is how I act. And so old habits die hard here. They are recognizing that you're not going to last on the market, or it's like because you have such a beautiful heart, because you have so much to offer, it's like you're going to get scooped up, is what I'm hearing. And it almost feels like they feel like they would deserve that. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles showing itself. We're going to clarify here as we go forward. Justice. And it's almost like they're trying to distract themselves from the fact that this is an opportunity that's waiting for them and that it's not going to last forever. And yet they know that that's the case, and yet they're trying to get to distract themselves from that, to protect themselves from feeling the inspiration that's necessary to push them through this conflict. Because they're really thinking to themselves, how do I go for this opportunity without hurting myself and without hurting this person? Because there is an emphasis on your heart and the fragility of that heart. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. They showed me the Ten of Swords as well. It didn't fall out, but they showed me the Ten of Swords as well. We have the Seven of Wands. And honestly, I feel like they're flooding themselves with negative expectations. They're getting in their own way right now. They're flooding themselves with these negative expectations. The Six of Swords is about two people that need a conversation to happen. Two people that need to help provide clarity for each other, or can help provide clarity for each other. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. I feel like you're a very intuitive person. It almost feels like you are tapped into this person, or you can understand some of their motivations. You're able to sort of see through the veil and understand some of their motivations. And Spirit says that that's helping to keep you from joining them in some of this conflict. We have the Fool here, and we have the Four of Pentacles. I also feel like there could be a slight distance between the two of you, and that could be one of the reasons they're giving themselves as to why they aren't reaching out. It's like, well, we're lived too far apart, or the challenges are too big, or the obstacles are too big. But the truth is, the obstacle is their conflict. The obstacle is their self-preservation. That's the truest obstacle. And we can put as many We can put as many titles on it that we want, or as many tags on it as we want, but Spirit says there's an unreadiness here. It's like somebody who's unwilling to admit that I'm just not ready for what this opportunity represents. You represent someone who deserves to have a belonging in a relationship. Like, you have such a beautiful heart, and they see that. You're such a good person, and they see that. What they've experienced with you in the past has shown them enough that they know that. So that's where that message comes in, that it's not you at all, it's me. I'm in conflict. I'm restless. I'm not ready for where this path could lead me, because you represent a golden opportunity. And with golden opportunities, we feel not just like we should change, we feel compelled to move into new cycles. And this is where they're at a crossroads of non-commitment, not really sure they can commit in this moment, having a hard time making a decision though, because they see this golden opportunity with you. And they're the ones that are stuck, and they keep highlighting that. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck. It's not you, it's me. I'm stuck. And that's just a truth for them, or a reality for them. But the other reality on the other side of that coin, it's like Spirit's showing like two sides of the coin. The other side of that reality, the truth, is that this is a golden opportunity for advancement, and you've triggered them quite heavily. You've influenced them, even though maybe they weren't ready for the influence, they were feeling guarded by it. You have touched their heart. You've made an impression on them, and they can't shake that as easily as they have in the past with other opportunities in love, because it didn't amount to as much. There wasn't as much to lose. I feel like they do have a very strong fear of hurting you. Even my light in the center just went out. And honestly, there's a time frame issue here where they're really concerned about whether or not, again, that the offer is just going to be taken away. Because here's the Two of Cups. It's like they like to entertain this idea almost in like this spiritual vacation, where they're fantasizing in this vacation about you and having a relationship. And there's Temperance, and there's the King of Cups. First, they present themselves as the King of Pentacles and sort of grounded to a certain perspective in one ideology. And now they're talking about how this connection can help influence them to soften to love and to soften to a relationship. I will say here, the Temperance says that they've built up some walls for themselves. And it's a part of their temperance. Part of their temperance is to find opportunities like this and push through their own obstacles. That's how they break down their own walls and bring themselves back into balance. They don't feel ready for a relationship right now, but they realize that you represent a relationship right now. Now, this could affect the time frame in which they feel like they can reach out to you. I will say that they are considering sort of just popping up out of the blue. So if you haven't been talking for a while, it may come as a surprise to you when they do choose to reach out, or if they do choose to reach out, but it feels very impulsive. Like they're thinking, I want to reach out to you, because they're very physically drawn to you, but they don't know how fair that will be, because it feels very sexual, and they know that you deserve more than just that, than just what they perhaps have to offer in the present moment of that immediate need. How do they currently feel, please, for pile number 2? We have here, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And that's, I feel like, something they don't have in themselves. It's something that is available to them in this opportunity to apply themselves in a different way. And this situation may be requiring you to have faith as well, because you may be second guessing your own abundance. You may be really internalizing and feeling really insecure. It says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And they do think that there's something so special about you. You have influenced them in ways that other people have not. But they don't trust themselves. And it's calling for them to have faith, to explore the possibility that you could mean something to them in this moment. I just saw healing family issues, and they're referencing finances and career too. I feel like this person could have come from a limited background when it comes to their examples of love. So their family, their parents, maybe they didn't have a really strong relationship, or there could have been divorces there. So please take that as it resonates. We also have true love. This could be the romance of a lifetime. And calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you closer together. How do they currently feel, please? We have the Hammer, sabotage, repetitive, working on it, persistence, and they are self-sabotaging in the present moment. And I feel like they almost acknowledge it. Like, this is a great opportunity. I know that it's something that could mean a lot to me, but it's also going to force me to show determination. Not showing their true feelings for you at this moment, pretending, putting on masks. We keep seeing soulmate energy coming through here, and separation, sadness, missing, thinking about you, yearning, but unsure of the future. I'm going to use the Entanglement Oracle for you today, pile number 2. And just a reminder that there is a link below if you are interested in this deck to receive free shipping. So be sure to check that out if you are interested. What are they currently thinking and feeling towards pile 2 in this no contact situation, please? I will always hold a candle to you or for you. But that wax is melting. It's going to burn their fingers if they just keep holding it and they don't do anything with it. It feels like every song is our song. So even when they try to distract themselves and kind of ignore their feelings, they can't, because they keep getting these observations in the real world that remind them of you. I am now comparing everyone to you. Just how you make me feel naked. I feel like they would like to see you naked. This Knight of Wands is very fiery. To disappoint you would shatter me. And that, I feel like, is the crux of why they haven't reached out up to this point, pile 2, is because they don't want to disappoint that beautiful heart. Because you deserve everything. Oh, we have I'm sorry. And I do want to meet up with you in our dreams. I'm also seeing, as I flip over the deck, please don't give up on this connection. I keep going over that day in my head, and I'm afraid to ask you to wait for me until I'm ready, because they know that you deserve so much more than just waiting for them. Now let's take a look and see about the future of this connection. Are they going to reach out to pile number 2? We'll try to get you a time frame as well. Please remember that I'm reading for the collective, so please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that do not feel right to you. We have the World. Will they reach out to pile number 2, please? We have the Hanged Man. You are influencing them in many, many ways. Oh, on the floor, as if it's not already a theme. 2 of Cups coming out. Now it is coming out sort of sideways. Back of deck is Knight of Swords. I do feel like they are going to reach out to you. Here's the Knight of Swords charging in with some type of communication. Spirit says there's more that's going to be revealed to you in this connection. There's more that could be revealed to the person on your mind in this connection as well. They are highlighting the internet and communication that comes in online. But they're also highlighting the state of limbo when it comes to the relationship forming or really taking off. Like, the communication comes in, but there's an uncertainty at that time or surrounding that period of time about whether or not you're going to launch into it or they're going to launch into it. It brings the two of you into a crossroads of opportunity towards a relationship. So there is going to be further contact for you, pile number 2. They're still going to be triggered by fear when that contact opens up. Can you give me a time frame, please, Spirit, about when that contact could open up for pile number 2? 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. First of all, they are highlighting this next year with the Page of Pentacles, but the minimum amount of time for that will be 3 months. So they're saying that this separation is going to end this year. And again, we have the opportunity to build upon a new foundation. So they're saying that we have the temperance, we have time to adjust our energy, to adjust our expectations in the present moment. They are in this moment hesitating to reach out. For someone watching, you may actually reach out to them before they reach out to you. That's not going to be for everyone, but you may get tired of that delay and their hesitation, and you may just take the bull by the horns and take advantage of your own confidence and reach out to them before that time period. But I do see them reaching out to you within the 2024 year. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. The last thought this person had about pile number 2 in the bowl, please. The teeny tiny tarot. We have the Lovers reversed, the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming through, and the 7 of Cups. The last thought they had about you was about making some pretty stupid decisions surrounding you because of a lack of confidence and trying to protect themselves. It's like they just feel like they made a big error when it comes to you, and now they're trying to weigh out their options and figure out what they can do next. I do feel like they have distracted themselves perhaps in other environments, but it's left them feeling a little bit hollow. It doesn't really compare. I just heard Selena Gomez's song that says, I know we have unfinished business. We have the chain, Capricorn energy, attachment. We do have the masculine energy from the blue whale that's expressing something. So somebody who needs to express something, or they're going to drown in that emotion. Honestly, their ability to express to you is a huge breakthrough for this person. So when they do reach out to you in a vulnerable way, even if it doesn't feel like a leap in your eyes, for this person, I feel like it's a huge leap of faith to even step back towards you. We do have loneliness. I always think of loneliness with the palm tree, and I think of stability and an island. We have the screwdriver, and we also have the pink fish. I think of Pisces energy for the divine feminine, the heart space. And the screwdriver, I think of laborious work. It's like we're screwing something in. We're making progress. But it does talk about difficult, challenging work when it comes to the heart space. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and I do have other links below for the discount code for the Entanglement Oracle and other decks down there as well. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the orange flower. You're also drawn to the world, and this is your reading. The no contact situation on your mind, how are they currently feeling? Are they going to reach out to you soon? Now the world here, you can see the divine feminine looking at the timepiece, holding the scythe in her hand. Maybe you've been waiting. There's like this reality that waiting for connection, waiting for reconnection here in this situation, but also growing tired of it, perhaps getting a little bit anxious, because I feel like you almost had a really strong sense of empowerment in this connection at the beginning. It feels like you thought this could be the one for you, or this could be the one that leads you to commitments, or there was something special about this opportunity, and that's why you've observed it for so long. Maybe you wouldn't have entertained it so long except for the fact that you felt such a deep connection at the beginning. So there's a certain amount of delay that's coming through here, but the world also does speak of success. So hopefully that is a sign of things to come. So let's take a look here. What are their current feelings at this moment in time, please? For pile number 3, amidst this no contact situation. What are they currently thinking and feeling about this no contact situation? 3 of Swords. I feel like they really let you down, or you're feeling very let down right now. And that's a minimization. This could be heartbreak. We have the Chariot. And they know it. I feel like they know that they're letting you down. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 9 of Coins. I also saw the 4 of Wands. 4 of Coins coming out though. Here we have back of deck the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Coins. This person feels like they've lost so much. Like there's a lot of regret associated with you, almost mourning energy here. And it almost kind of feels addictive in some way. Because we have the 5 of Cups and then we have the 5 of Coins poking out underneath as well. And they feel like they have a lot to lose. It almost feels like someone in this connection isn't 100% available right now, if I was honest with you. Because they do have a concern. They have a concern for losing you, but they have a concern for losing more than just you in this present moment. And they do feel like they're stuck, like they can't make a decision in this moment because they're being emotionally pulled from the past and into the future. in different directions. And they get kind of stuck between mourning this connection and feeling empowered by this connection. So sometimes they mourn it because they feel like there's no other solutions. And sometimes when they're feeling limited in their environment, the idea of this connection empowers them away from that environment. Because they say that they kind of put themselves in a position where now they can't seem to escape. This person is telling me that there's an attachment here for them, and not just to you, but again, in the practical realm, there could be commitment cycles here for you or your person. So please take that as it resonates. And they're talking about opportunities that they don't know will resurface again. It's like they feel like they missed the boat with you. They feel like they missed their chance. They're showing me like somebody who's running up the dock, trying to catch their cruise ship. And I just felt a wave through my heart space. So this person is not unfeeling towards you. Like there's a huge amount of connection that they do feel. They know that they've disappointed you. Their feelings for you, they keep very close to their chest. They don't share them with other people. So it feels kind of like a secret. And they also kind of have a secret surrounding what they think your purpose was in their life or is in their life. There's a feeling of like, you were supposed to be in it, or we were supposed to be together, or obstacles got in the way, them being the obstacle. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out, along with the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant can rule institutions like education, government, marriage, for instance, as well. It can represent the work realm, but I don't feel like it's representing the work realm in this spread for you, Pal 3. There is a sense perhaps even for two people who have gone through commitment cycles and are emotionally pulled in different directions. They are indicating that they know that something would have to be sacrificed in order for them to come forward with you. And the sacrifice could be family energy, home realm energy, other commitment cycles with other divine feminine energies, for instance, perhaps even children. So please take that as it resonates. It's like they're wanting a perfect moment. They want the universe to create it so that they can not have to be concerned about what's holding them back, and they can give themselves the permission to follow through and to really reach out to you, because they fantasize about it. They fantasize about it in this moment. But that's the problem, is that all they have to do, no matter what the obstacles are, is give themselves the permission. But it's like they're waiting for some outside source to give them the A-OK or the green light to contact you. But they're really afraid of losing something practical. I feel like they do compare you to other people, and there's like a no comparison. There's something about the way that you look that's really grabbed their attention. It's not just the way that you look, but they are prioritizing that for me in this moment, about you and about how gorgeous you are, how gorgeous they find you. They fantasize about this connection, but the fantasy doesn't help us get anywhere. Because I've just heard of wishes and butts were candies and nuts, because they do wish for you, but there's always a caveat. There's always a reason why they can't make that wish into a goal in the present moment, because they're saying, I'm attached. But again, the attachments, the physical attachments, are just secondary practical representations of emotional stuckness and something that we've invited into our life. They've invited this position, this environment into their lives. So they're the only ones who can send that. It's like to disinvite it, or they're the only ones that can close out those cycles. They do feel very possessive over you in the present moment. And I don't even feel like they have the right to be possessive over you. But again, there's also a message from the Divine Feminine here that maybe you don't have the ability to commit either. Maybe it's been a long time for both of you, and neither one of you have the ability to commit without a vulnerable step forward. And the Hierophant sort of steps in the way and says, whoa, whoa, but aren't we dealing with these attachments and what's pulling you back and forth from the past into the future? It feels very complicated for this person. Their situation, your situation, complicates their emotions. 9 of Wands coming out reversed and feeling really, it's like they feel like they have to defend themselves against how they feel for you, but also having to defend and hold on to that connection. They sometimes feel very isolated, and they sometimes get a little bit paranoid that you don't feel the same way. And I feel like it is very mutual here. Here's the Hierophant though. Taurus energy coming through very strong. Capricorn, a lot of earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for this spread. And there's the Six of Wands. Here's the Devil. And honestly, they are feigning confidence in their environment because you're special. And I feel like they needed the contrast of the environment to compare you to so that they could acknowledge how special you are. But there's the Devil again. And here's the Ace of Swords, a reality that stings when it comes to commitments, and their ability to commit to taking action towards you is really being prioritized here. They just feel like they have a lot to lose. Religious factors. Every time I see this card, I do think about commitments that I make that are not based necessarily on love, but there's a lot of cultural expectations, or there's a lot of collective expectations. It's like maybe they're in a good partnership. You know, sometimes we can get into these karmic relationships where we make great business partners and it feels like a business transaction in our relationships, but that's not based on emotional connection, or at least they aren't feeling that in this moment. They are having a challenging time staying optimistic. They try to think positively about this connection. They try to tell themselves that it's purposeful or that there's more intention in the future, that there's going to be a turn of events in their favor. But they're struggling to hold on to that optimism. We do have to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you when it comes to reconciliation. And I feel like the red flag is this Hierophant energy and their position. What are their current thoughts and feelings during no contact to pile number 1, please? Or pile number 3. Says, not today, I'm avoiding it. I'm not dealing with it. I'm avoiding a conversation, a call because of boundaries. They know they're keeping you waiting and they're worried about you being angry at them. Hammer, sabotaging, repetitive, persistence, working on it. Knowing that they need to gain mastery over their environment or whatever holds them back, but sabotaging by delaying and not dealing with it and procrastinating. We have the Butterfly, wanting the relationship to evolve into the next phase, but they'll have to heal their inner child in order to see growth. And back of the deck says Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, epiphany, transformation, and upheaval. I do think of the Tower energy when it comes to lightning, and it references what they feel like they could lose in their foundations. And so it's like they're weighing against what they could lose versus what they would actually gain in this connection. I'm going to pull messages from the Entanglement Oracle for you today. There is a link below to receive a free shipping code if you're interested in this deck. What are their current thoughts and feelings in no contact, please? I am scared that you're going to say no if I take that leap of faith and share with you what's in my mind. Leaping from one head to the next head. Leaping through the sun. I do want to spoil you with gifts. The Knight of Cups, sometimes coming in with beautiful offers, very romantic offers. My insecurities are pulling me down, and I should have been honest with you from the beginning. Because I haven't told you everything. I feel like they have a lot to express that they have to keep inside. I do feel flattered that you noticed me. And they hold on to that. Like they hold on to the attraction, the connection with you. It gives them some type of strength to deal with some of the lack that they feel in their environment. We have the color orange, makes me think of you. This came out in pile 1, I believe, as well. And every time I see this card, I think of that song, Something in the Orange Tells Me We're Not Done. Underneath, we have I'm Longing to Hold You on the back of that deck. Now we're going to take a look and see about the future of this connection. Is the person on your mind going to be reaching out to you? What can you expect? We'll try to get a time frame as well. So are they going to reach out soon to pile number 3, please? We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Wands reversed. They're really speaking about boundaries for the Queen of Swords. Not wanting to cross boundaries. This Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy may not feel comfortable crossing boundaries right now. So it's like I may intentionally be holding back my truth, or I might intentionally not be talking to you, or vice versa. You may not be reaching out to them because of not wanting to cross boundaries. So you may be kind of stalling. They may also be stalling. Seven of Swords. Coming out with the Eight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, Ace of Cups. Back of the deck, they're showing me the Ten of Pentacles. They're showing me the Hierophant. There's the Moon, and there's the Emperor. They are flirting with the idea of expansion, pile 3. Now, we do have the Ace of Cups coming out in the future position as well, this new emotional start. I feel like they do have intentions of reaching out to you, but I feel like they do also have to be honest with themselves about their ability to maneuver it, their ability to not sabotage the opportunity. It's going to be thirst that almost makes them take that leap of faith and that risk, because it does feel kind of risky to expand because they can't commit. But I still see expansion. I feel like there's going to be more of a significant delay in this pile than the other two piles, and I'm going to take a look at time frame in a moment, but I see an offering coming out. But I think you might have to wait for it. Now, the problem here is that there's a frustrating delay energy that comes in, but it's like they're being intentional with that delay. They're intentionally holding back. Can you tell me, please, about time frame? Yeah, we have Four of Pentacles. Because of that concern for the home, we could be looking at maybe even over a year, potentially. And I feel like there's already been a lengthy delay here. So that may not come as a surprise to you. It may not even come as a heavy disappointment to you because you've been waiting. It's like I'm used to that. It's like I'm used to that wait. Yeah, here's the Strength, the Five of Wands. Like there's a determination with the Five of Wands right now. They are saying, however, they are warning about drama that could ensue because of the contact that comes in. So they're just giving you the full spectrum so that you have it available to you to make critical decisions when this person chooses to reach out. But there is the full spectrum coming. I feel like the full spectrum, though, there's a reality check that comes in with the information that comes in. And I feel like the reality check has a lot to do with the lack of momentum beyond that contact. It's like because we still have complications we have to deal with, there is a reality that comes in with that clarity. And it could have a lot to do with family energies, maybe even children. So please take that as it resonates. But we do have clarity coming. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. The last thought this person had for pile number 3 when it comes to no contact in the bowl, please. Seven of Wands reversed against Ace of Wands reversed. Again, because of boundaries, they were really thinking about reaching out to you. They were perhaps watching you online. They were thinking about the frustration they're feeling and the delays that they've been expressing or feeling. And they kind of have the weight of the unknown on their shoulders because it's like they want closure. That's what they're telling themselves in these thoughts is I need closure. But all of this fire is like the backdraft energy or that movie Backdraft with Kurt Russell where you open the door and it just creates this huge wave of air that makes the fire burn higher. So they may have been telling themselves it was closure, but that wasn't 100% honest. We have the letters S and C and A. We do have the cassette, so outdated thinking, reconditioning, replaying events over and over and over. We have here, yeah, we have the purple whale tail. That's a symbol of gaining sovereignty. So it's like expressing myself so that I can rise above. Expressing myself so that I can become a better version of myself. We do have here the Pisces energy. I do think of the fear of loss associated with this Pisces energy. We have a gift coming in. So we do have an exchange of information that is coming in here. Now we also have the anchor connected to the music note. So there's a feeling about feeling anchored by the past, feeling anchored by distractions. And then we have the hammer, again, self-sabotage, persistence, work that needs to be done. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. Your guides are going to be walking with you no matter what path you choose to take when the communication does open up. I feel like you do have a significant time frame in which to change directions or in which to make allowances for growth if that's what is called for here, if that's something that's a part of your desires in this connection. But your guides will be walking with you at that time to help you make that critical decision. If you are interested in a free tarot reading, be sure to hit your notification bell and drop me a comment below for your chance to win. Be sure to check out my links for Etsy for a personal reading if you do feel called to, and I will have links below for the Entanglement Oracle and for other links as well that you can check out. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.